20 minutes. All right. So where do I find this stuff? What do I have? Where do I find it? How do I use it if I'm a new agent? Again, this is high level. We're gonna do like individual training based on listing presentation, based on buyer presentation. But I wanted to make sure, basically, especially for the newer agents that don't know where this stuff is and have never seen it, where do I go to get it? Thank you, Evan. Hey, Ron, shut that door for me back there, please. Okay, first step, go to the internet, log in under mykw.kw.com. If you've got a computer and want to follow along, you're welcome to. But once you're here, there's two sites. There's the international site, and then there's the internet. The internet, you'll notice, is right on the E-Edge control panel. So I'm going to click on that button, and that's going to take me to the office internet, which is where we store all of our office data, right? You with me so far?
Yes.
Okay, once I'm here, I'm going to click on links. And then you'll notice under the link section, here's all the stuff that might be important to be running my business. Roscoe Help Desk, Recruiting Bridge, Gannick and Wright, Michael Lewis Marketing Suite. Up here at the top, you'll notice here's the Chartmasters stuff. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to take me to this page. Now I'm in Google Drive. And this is the office section of Google Drive, which you all have access to. Now, you'll notice here, if you're just looking at these two boxes, what do you notice? They're exactly the same. When you hover over it with your mouse, it'll populate the rest of what it is. So when I hover over this, notice that it says Toolkit, and notice that this one says Quarterly Reports. So if I want to find the quarterly reports that we just covered, here's the condo report. We didn't cover the condo report, but if you're selling condos, it's there. Here's the detached, which is single family, and if I want to dive deep into in-town, it's there as well. Okay? So then I'm just going to click on the detached and show you where the report was we went through today. Click on that. Now what do you notice? PDF, PDF, quarterly report, PowerPoint, PowerPoint. And then if I look at the first page, you see where it says area? Where my mouse is? Can you see that?
Yeah. Yes.
And then here's the metro market. I'm not sure why you would want just a PDF. However, if you do, it's there. The PowerPoint is really the one that has all the interactive slides and everything that you want to use. So the Metro Market Report is right here, and that's the PowerPoint version. I'm going to click on it because I want to show you something. Once I'm here, I would download it by clicking on that area. And then what I would do if I was you is I would save it in a folder on my computer. So next time I don't have to go through this. Just save it on your hard drive or in your Google Drive. But let me open it up just to give you an idea of how to use the interactive portion. So enable editing, right? And then I'm going to scroll down all the way to one that I know I can edit. Take this one as an example. Now I'm in PowerPoint. I'm going to double click on this box. Okay? Now it just changed to an Excel document. You see that? Yep. Give me an area.
131.
131. Give me a price range. Oh wait. 131. Give me a price range.
4.
4. Okay, you see how the numbers changed? I'm going to take this off. And then when I just click outside of it, there it is. The numbers changed, and there it is in the format where I can read it. See that?
John, so do you have to have PowerPoint?
Yes.
So you can't just do it off a drive, because the drive's going to pull it into PowerPoint once you...
Correct.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it has to be updated Mac system like a year old?
I don't know the answer to that, but Scott Hardy or Chuck can help with that.
Okay.
But I think it's whatever the latest form of PowerPoint is needs to be updated to.
Okay.
Is that 10? I thought 2010 was the latest.
On Microsoft PowerPoint?
I don't know the answer. I would buy a Surface.
Do you own stock?
No, but I should. You know what's funny? Like, the reason why I always say that is Misty has a Mac and I have a Surface. She borrows my computer once a week. I never borrow hers.
So if we were getting a laptop, you're saying to really, really look up the Surface, right?
I would consider it, because everybody's going to tell you how great the Mac is. When I ask what they use it for, it's usually like music or creative stuff.
Yeah.
I use it for business. And I don't have problems that other people, when they need it for business, seem to have.
Does it integrate well with iPhone?
Yep. Yep. Well, calendaring, I use my calendar through Google, and yeah, the answer to that is yes. And I really don't own stock, and I have no opinion. You may tell me if you own a Mac, here's why I like it better.
I don't own a Mac, I just have two,
Yeah.
like, computers.
Okay, so I want to go back. So there's the quarterly report and the area report, right? You got it? I'm going to click the back button. I'm going to click it again. I'm going to click it again. Now I'm back to the original page. Here's the toolkit. So when I click on the toolkit, look at all the tools. Hover over that, there's buyer tools. Here's lead generation postcards. Here's the seller tools. And then training. So let's explore on the seller tools. Guys, this is where people get overwhelmed, okay? They go, man, what is all this stuff? Let me just encourage you to be an explorer. Go in and look at it. Look at the stuff you like, look at the stuff you don't like. There's a pre-listing packet that I think is phenomenal. There's a listing presentation that I like that is the Michael Lewis. I think it's in this far left box. Let's look at it. So I clicked on the far left box, and here's what I get. Listing presentation, but it's not the Michael Lewis. It's the full version, but not Michael Lewis. Again, I like the Michael Lewis one. Doesn't mean I'm right, but you can go and look at and decide which one you like. Here's how to assemble it. Let me go back. Well, I'm hoping we have the Michael Lewis one up.
It might be under that Michael Lewis section of the tool, of the,
There's the grab and go. Again, I would just find the Michael Lewis, and we may find it here in a second. We may not, but let's look. There it is.
there it is, there it is.
So it's
This-
a special something.
Yeah, let's look and see what that title is. Again, if you hover over them, yeah, there it is. Special Michael Lewis presentation
Yeah.
supplements.
So John, is that like the one that, for instance, I bought the Michael Lewis package at one point? Is that basically one of the same listing?
Yeah, so look at, I'm gonna open it. Here's the PDF, here's the PowerPoint. This is something different. I'm gonna open the PowerPoint, I'm gonna download it. I would download it, save it to your computer, right? And you know, when I say stuff like that, by the way, I know I'm talking to you like you're 5. What I would say is these are mistakes that I've made. I've had to find it. I didn't download it. Now I've just learned I'm going to download it and save it to my computer. Boom, I'll never have to find it again. So I'm just trying to save you time. But when I click on it, this is what it looks like, Vera. This is so cool. It is literally the best presentation I've seen. Here it is, selling your home, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. Let me talk, this is the Matt Ryan slide, right? 23% versus 6. This is, we sell more of our own listings, outstanding results, why KW, why me, why the office. This is just giving a high level overview. We're gonna talk about marketing, we're gonna talk about pricing, we're gonna talk about staging. When you're presenting to a high D, you want bullet points, present like a high D. Staging, marketing, pricing, okay? So let's talk about marketing. Okay, Mr. Seller, this is editable, by the way. Here's the 14-point marketing plan that we've created for you and your house. And you just go through it. Most of it's self-explanatory. This seller sphere of influence at the bottom, that's brilliant. A lot of people don't do that. When you're at a listing presentation, get 50 names and phone numbers from the seller of people that have been in the house. Because 5% of homes are sold by a neighbor or somebody that's seen the house. So you're going to call them. Now, what have you done? You just added 50 people to your database. And when you call them, what do they think of you? She is
She's
awesome. Boy, she's on it. That's who I want to use when I sell my house. I can't believe that. I've never had an agent do that. Right? Okay, have y'all seen this? This is how buyers first found their home. This is an NAR slide. Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, did you know 51% of buyers find their home on the internet? Did you know that? No, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Well, let me tell you, I'm going to market your house. Here's how we're going to do it. Immediately, I'm going to broadcast your home to 76,000 websites. Boom. Well, when we don't have it in this format, that's sort of like one of those things that we forget to say, and then somebody does this, and then we wonder why they got the listing and we didn't, right? So you got to talk to them, you got to teach them how you're going to market. Mrs. Seller, 51% of buyers find their home on the internet. We're going to broadcast it to 76,000 websites, boom, just like that, through our Keller Williams listing service, right? And then do you notice at the top left, you see how the chart is still there?
Mm-hmm.
So you're tying it in. I'm just going to kind of hit some highlights on this. It goes into pricing. Again, notice on marketing again, 8% are found through yard signs according to MLS. So we talk about yard signs. Just listed, just sold. Now let's talk about pricing. This is that slide that we talked about as a great overview of what's happening in the market. Boom, 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 all the stuff we mentioned. Here's the slide that you can use to help them determine price. The one that I was asking them, is it in here, is the one, this is the only one that I would use is this one. Area, price. You know, most people ask, like I always ask, what do you think your home is worth? Usually on a phone conversation or maybe on the first appointment. And if they say 480 and I'm thinking 450, great. Because now I can plug that in. If they say, I don't know, that's what we're paying you for, which sometimes they do, great. Even better, because now you're trusting me. You're already trusting me, right? This is 28. 28. And then it just kind of goes through, again, it goes to staging. This is a pretty cool thing. This is the return on investment on the staging things that they make. By the way, the shift book has a whole chapter on staging. The shift book we talked about earlier. You know, if you clean and declutter, it may cost you $400, but the benefit is $2,000. You know? So it just kind of goes through it. So there's all of that. Let's go back. Okay, I'm back to, let's see, somehow I got turned around. I'm going to close this. I'm going to go back to Links, Chartmasters. I'm going to go back to Toolkit, Seller Toolkit. And let's look at pre-listing, seller grab and go, pre-listing packet. How to assemble, getting started, when it's time to sell your house, everything you would need for a pre-listing packet. If you don't have one put together, boom, there it is. Super, super easy. And by the way, you can customize all of it for your needs. Josh, did you have a question or you good? One more thing I'll show you here, the Selling Choices brochure. Look at this. Anybody working with FSBOs or care to work with FSBOs? Excited about FSBO? This may get you more excited. You know, you thinking of doing a for sale by owner or full service agent, flat fee agent? Try it myself for a while. Well, let's go through some of these questions and just see if you're a candidate. Okay, question one, Mr. Seller. Tom, be my seller, Mr. Seller. Are you available to show your home on a daily basis? Yes or no?
Evenings only.
Say again.
Evenings
Only evenings? So if you had a buyer come during the day, you might not be available? Okay, well you might not, I'm gonna check no, you might not be a FISBO. Are you comfortable holding open houses and inviting strangers in to view your house? You're not? Well then you might not be a FISBO. Are you willing to allow buyers who may not be qualified to buy view your house? No? You probably, look, I'm only through 3, there's 100 of these. You wanna keep going? But, you get it? Like, they're not thinking this way, so let's teach them what they need to be cautious of.
Yeah, they're thinking I'm gonna save 3%, they're not thinking about what has to be done in
Right.
order to overcome
Right.
that.
Yeah, so this is great.
Which packet was that again?
This is selling choices, which, let me go back, I'll show you where it is. And I'm being so sincere when I say I would have so much fun with this. I mean, I would treat them just like that. Look, Tom, I'm concerned for you. These are crazy people sometimes. They come into houses. When I have a lockbox on your house, we know who they are. You know? I don't know why it's not going back. Hang on one second here. There we go. So I'm in seller choices, Pamela. And then the third one says selling choices brochure. You see that?
Yep.
And then when I open it, I've opened the Word. And the other thing I want to show you, this is the FISBO candidate. How about try it myself for a while versus an agent? How about an agent versus the right agent? How about it for sale by owner versus right agent? How about right agent versus flat fee agent? I mean, it's all there. There's a ton of information in this. Is this helpful? Okay. All right, let's go back. And then same thing on buyer. So here are the buyer tools. So when I click on that, again, the buyer presentation in PowerPoint, the buyer presentation in PDF, and then a grab and go packet. Just my opinion. Again, I would go for the full presentation most of the time. The grab and go are just like, I want to print something quick and have 20 maybe printed so that if I have somebody that calls me at 2 and needs to meet at 3:30, I just grab it and go. That's the idea. I'd probably just have a presentation in like a binder that I could take anywhere. But it's your preference. Here's the lead gen postcards. I want to show you this. This is great. This is actually in Publisher. This is one side, this is the second side, same postcard. What I would do, because I think there's 8 total, there's 8 total postcards. So take this one for example. Let's say you really liked this postcard. Remember, the data changes every quarter. So I would probably pick my favorite 3, and if I was mailing to my farm, I would just customize them, and then every quarter I would just, this one would go out month 1, I'd have another one month 2, month 3, and then that would be my system. Same information, bombarding them. I would make sure, in my opinion, marketing is about impressions. So I would have my photo on both sides. The other thing, and this is in Shift, page 61, what are these in red called? They're called call to actions. In Shift, they call them MOFERs. Make offer for immediate response. Make offer for immediate response. Y'all know Mark Spain? I'll sell your house or I'll buy it. ... for like 60%, but I'll buy it, right? Right? So that's a, would you call that guy? Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,500 people did last year. So I would make my MOFER stronger than this. a weak mofer, but it's a mofer, would be free CMA, call now. I would do some sort of guarantee. You know, I'll sell your house in 27 days or I'll give you $1,000. You know, something like that. Call now to find out more. Guaranteed, call up today about my guaranteed sales program. Now, I can't guarantee it if you're not willing to play by my rules. So you got to do my staging. It's got to be my price. If I'm wrong about price, I'll know in 8 days, which means we got to change it to get the guarantee, right? But I would consider something like that. And if you go to Shift, page 61, you can read more about that. We'll see if there's anything else.
What was that under? Where do I find that?
I'll show it to you right here. Here's Toolkit,
Right.
Lead Gen Postcards.
Okay.
That was the publisher. You'll notice one thing to just be aware of on the publisher. When you click on it, it's going to say no preview. Just download it. It's there.
Thank you.
We'll see if there's anything else. Toolkit, lead gen, buyer tool, seller tool, self-training. That's the only other thing that's really here. This is Chartmasters for Dummies.
It's great.
Okay,
It's
and
great. This
don't
dummies
take
grab it.
offense to that. I mean, when you don't know, it's like the ignorant thing. I don't know what I have. Read through this. It's great. Print it out, read it. Chartmaster for Dummies. How do I utilize the tools? How to document. Toolkit content. This is a great slide. I use this in my recruiting packet stuff. It just basically just shows you everything that you have. Again, go be an explorer in this stuff. Just check it out. What do I have? What do I need to know? What am I not using that I can capitalize on? And that's it. Great.
I'm not leaving because I'm bored.
Y'all are
I
awesome.
promise.
I'm done. Thank you,
Oh, you
Peter.
are done?
Yeah, I'm done. That's it.
I hope I didn't bring it to a close.
No. Thank you, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Good, good, very good. Oh yeah, that's right. You're meeting with Chad. That's great. Be 6 of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, Peter.
I still work.
So when is your current answer?